Stock Tip. Best Stock Setups.
Hi and welcome to a new episode of Stock Tip Daily Update with me, Marcel Todia. This was a very interesting day today. It was a very profitable day, I must say, even though my portfolio has taken, not my portfolio, but two of my remaining positions have taken a huge hit. One with 6% and one with 4%. I've still managed to add 1% to my whole portfolio worth. We will be talking about it pretty soon in the second part of our video, and then I will be sharing with you some of the most beautiful trades I've made so far. They happened this week and perhaps last week as well. So these were two trades and they've taken place, and 4 trades. They've taken place here on the long side and here on the short side, but we'll be talking about it pretty soon. So what happened today? The market stumbled, and I think we've pretty much reached our next support in the S&P 500, but also in the Nasdaq. For, as you see here, I know there's a lot of writing there, but just bear with me. If we try to do a measured move here, this move here, then a bounce, and then the bounce is followed by a next move, we've pretty much hit our target here, plus or minus $1. So and if you look carefully, the next support line would be here, or plus minus $1. So we are pretty much at the bullseye, pretty much plus or minus $1. That's why I think tomorrow will be an interesting day here. It may be just be that we manage to bounce again, and if we do bounce again, then the next target would be somewhere. I think we will hit the 9 first of all, and then the next target would be perhaps 460. And if we do manage to hit the 20 moving average, then the target would be in this zone, so in this reach, 465, something like that. But it remains to be seen if we get this bounce or not. And even though the measured move here in the Nasdaq shows that we may just still have another distance to go, respectively another I think another $10, we may have hit a major support line, and that would be the 200-day moving average. So if we take into account that the SPY has hit a support line, and the measured move also, and that the Nasdaq has hit at the 200-day moving average, respectively, a huge support, then it just may be that we'll get a small bounce in the markets. Is this going to be just a bounce, or is this going to be a rally? It remains to be seen. I personally think it will be just a bounce, but you can predict such things. If you take a look at Apple, Apple has momentarily head and shoulders formation, and not only that, today we've broken down, which may be a sign that the whole market is going to slip into a crash. If this holds up, if we get a continuation or certification, so to say, today in Apple, then it just may be that the whole market is going to crash and burn the next few weeks. But before we start panicking, I would just say wait and see what happens, and if it happens, it doesn't mean we are going to crash and burn, for there is always an opportunity hidden for us, just like you're going to see in a couple of minutes. So if Apple falls, perhaps we will meet our 200-day moving average here also, or the next support line, I don't know. But this would be a measured move here, so perhaps the next support, if this head and shoulders formation gets confirmed, the next support would be by 155 or so. Interesting, it's interesting. And why do I mention Apple? Because Apple is pretty much 10% of the whole S&P 500 and Nasdaq, perhaps more. And if, or what I think 6 or 7%. But Apple has a lot of weight, and if Apple falls and falls the right way, then perhaps the markets are going to keep falling. Back to the small caps. You see here the small caps represented here by the IVMs or Russell 2000 have also broken through the last support level today, and this may be catastrophic for the markets. Is this the beginning of a crash? Is this only a correction? Is this signal going to be cancelled tomorrow? We'll just have to wait and see. I personally believe no one can tell this, and no one can predict this exactly. You just have to stop panicking and look on the bright side. In a market crash, when everybody screams and runs, we rake in the profits like we did until now in this correction. So you just keep your heads on your shoulders and look forward and keep calm. The DAX has remained steady and is still in this trend canal here. If it breaks down, then 31 will be the next support line. Also, euro to US dollar, I think this is only a small bounce after this major candle here. I think this is a mother bar and this is an inside bar, and very possibly we are going to break down again, and that's why I've canceled my hedge here, and now I'm almost completely in US dollar again. Oil begins to correct. It was about time. Oil was very overbought here. Yeah, we may just have a little room for a few dollars, for $20-25 more, but I would say in the big picture we are overbought and we need a consolidation if you are to keep the momentum. Gold has just touched the support line, has managed to break out of this consolidation phase and has just touched the support line. Now we shall see if gold finds some more momentum and to break through. Silver, the same story. Silver has also broken out. Silver has broken out yesterday and just touched the major support line, but I think the movement here in silver is far too vertical, and a bounce or a consolidation is inevitable. If we do break out directly, then a pullback is inevitable. Gold did a little better. Gold has consolidated here over the last few days, perhaps over the last week, but it's still a big candle, and a breakout like this would need a lot of momentum or a little consolidation. Okay, then part 2 of our video. I wanted to share with you something. On Monday, I've given you one update, one setup, and this was HCC. HCC was a sorry, CTXS. CTXS, this is one of the setups I've mentioned on Monday together with Qualcomm and BHC. So CTXS has broken out yesterday, and today the breakout was very much confirmed, very much with this bullish engulfing here. So a lot of momentum in this title. You see here above average volume, and today again above average volume with such a big candle. I think the next few days we are going to see some inside candles here, but this is a healthy breakout. If you've taken it, then congrats. If not, I'm sorry you missed out, but I didn't take it also because of the whole market crash and everything. I also passed on it, so you're not alone if you didn't take it. I've used. I wanted to give you an update setup every day, but today I'm going to skip out on it because of the actual market conditions. We don't know if we are going to continue falling or to break out to make a bounce. If you may, don't forget you have here Qualcomm. BHC is pretty much gone in daily, but it remains in weekly, and HCC also with a lot of strength today, and looks promising. What I've posted today was CV. CV showed some strength in the last couple of weeks, and has reached a nice resistance line. If it consolidates further, and then we may get a nice horizontal breakout in weekly or in daily. It doesn't really matter, the breakout is still superb, the setup. Now to the second part of our video. Here I will show you the trades I was talking about, and that's why this is all written here. So this is it. I'm going to delete this line now. It's in our way. Delete. So I've closed the position today. That's why we can talk about it today. We are recording it today, and then I will be clearing the chart here. So this is the initial stop. This is the initial entry. This was a short in the SPY, and it was followed by a short in the Nasdaq. It was pretty much the same movement here because this index is moved more or less identical the last couple of days. They mirrored each other's movements, so I think it suffices to show just one of them, even though in the Nasdaq, in the Qs, I've made a little more profit than in the SPY. Just by a little margin. So this is the initial stop here. This was the initial entry here. So this was my risk, and it was about 0.4% of the total portfolio value, and a little more than I wanted, but what can I do? I've miscalculated. I've forgot to include the taxes. So this was the initial entry and stop, and the trade went my way. Here I've taken the first third of the profits, then the trade stopped going my way for a moment. In the meantime, I've pulled my stop here, so I still gave this trade a little room to go, and then I restocked my position here, and I had the full position again. And today, after this formation here, I've decided to restock again, and I had a total of 175% of the initial position. And here at the end of the day, I've taken it all out, and in total this was 7.5 times my initial risk, so a very successful trade. And so this is the same in the Nasdaq, only that here the profits were 8 times my initial risk. So very nice take. I'm very sorry that this trade is over, but I had to take it out. I thought we would have another day or so until we need to reach our support, but in the final hours of final tradings hour today, we've had a lot of momentum, and the distance to the 50 is again very big, and the last time it was so big we started the day with a bounce, with a gap here, or we've closed the gap. So this is approximately the last time that the distance was so big, and again the distance wasn't even that big here at the start of the day. So I didn't want to risk it all, considering the market could bounce tomorrow. That's why it's all out. No. And it went pretty well, considering my other positions here in IRTC took and ENVA took, I think this one took 4% today, and ENVA 6%. And in spite of all that, I've still made 1% of whole portfolio value profits. This was just a day, so pretty much a successful trade. Okay, and now for the third part of our videos, the updated scans. But before that, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and to like and subscribe. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to visit us on our website stock-tip.com. You will find the links below in the description.